All right, it looks like Google Chrome screwed me on my last unboxing. I'm gonna have to do that again for Cyclides. Maybe when I get back from Dallas. If you guys are going to be in Dallas Expo, let me know. And I did get the new Zombicide White Death information in here. The whole shebang here. It's huge. Was looking forward to this because it is more of a keep away from the castle kind of thing than the normal Zombicide. At least it has something different to it. Because what I think Zombicide lacks is a campaign game. I don't know why they've never done it, but they haven't. And I was looking for something a little different. Eventually, I might have to write my own. I might have to write my own version because the game is lots of fun, and now they have DC and Marvel, and there's no campaign with it. I don't understand why they haven't done it, but they just refuse apparently. So anyway, there's a Yusogi Yonjimbo here. So let's check him out. Wow. Ugh. So that's what he looks like. Let's check out the card. How does this even open? What the frig? Oh, does it come out this way? Weirdest box ever. All right, so there's the card. I guess it has two versions of the cards, one for the regular Zombicide and one for Black Death, this is the one I have. I don't have the other one. But of course, Marvel and DC both have, their own versions as well. So I really wanted to try. That's what he looks like. I really wanted to try to do Black Death with the Marvel and DC superheroes. Of course, the other DC one hasn't come out yet, but the Marvel one. Well, I have the DC. I have the small version of DC that was available in stores, which you need to play the heroes, which is the same thing happened with Marvel. You couldn't play the hero side unless you had the store version, because there were cards that came with it that were not available in the Kickstarter one, which I think is crappy. Where they couldn't give you one deck of cards. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Wow, they didn't even package this right. They packaged that with, okay. So these are definitely the Black Plague ones, which is great. And there's one, she must be a necromancer, I guess. Oh, I hate when they put the tape on the side of these every time. So yeah, she must be the necromancer. Nice stuff there. Huh. And these are all the heroes. And then they come, yeah. So I guess you can also, what the, Rise of the Blind Dragon? Celestial Attack. So they have their own weapons in here too. It's like magical weapons. Let's see what we've got in here. So I don't know which one you want to do first. You want to do the core one first? Oh. And I'm really kind of hoping that I can stick all this stuff in one box. I really hate having 2 boxes. My God. Jesus. Strongest plastic in existence. Okay. So we have this thing on the back. So tell me this. So it has this thing on the back, and it has this back. So why do I need 2 of them that are exactly the same? Not a clue. All right. So according to the side, it plays 1 to 6 people, and it plays in 1 hour. So that's pretty much true, I would think. It plays, but that's one thing about Zombicide. It sets up pretty quick, and it plays pretty quick. Oh my God, look at the size. Look at the size of this rulebook. They're all the same, though. It's all... Oh, that's probably because the things are in the back. All the scenarios. Yeah, all the same. Equipment. I like the fact that this goes with Black Death, though. For sure. Yeah. Quest 4. Scorched Earth. I like the wall portion of it, though. All right, let's see what we got in here. All right, so here's this stuff. I saw it in the rule book just now, but no clue. No clue. Let's get the other box out from under it so it's not as high to the camera. So again, no idea. It looks like some kind of a magic. Here's the characters. Too bad we don't get like a Mulan and stuff like that. Okay, so we got Dragomir, Genia. That was like a white fox or something like that. Tiger. What's the tiger's name? Ogun. Sanai. Yasuki. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's these right here. So there's the tiger one. How did it fit in there? Oh, I see. Guy with the bow. You shall not pass. Stuff like that. These figures are okay. None of the characters really standing out to me right now. And then you have these. So we have the walkers there. And then here's all Abomination. Usually the back doesn't have Abomination on it. Let me see. That's from Wolfenstein there, Wolfberg. Tainted Abomination. Necromantic Dragon. Abomator. Abominatroll. I think these are from other versions of the game. So when Abomination comes out, I guess you pick through there. And then here's all the different necromancers. But I think you have to have... Yeah, like this one for sure is from another game. Yeah, and then here's all of your items. Great Axe. Halberd. Heavy armor, and everything here is, of course, Japanese inspired. And I really don't need any more of these, for sure. I have so many of these now. Oh, it's all one piece. Oh, no, it's not. And again, I don't need any more of this stuff. All right, so these are apparently your walkers. So they made the walkers and the runners 2 different colors, which actually makes sense. Not that you couldn't tell them apart. And there's your fatties, which I guess they can't call them fatties anymore. I don't know. That's what they were called forever. So, as far as I'm concerned, nothing real special at this point. It just looks like another Zombicide game. I'm really hoping that the difference is actually in the actual play. If not, then there's really no reason for me to keep this. Because I'd rather have the... Okay, let's take a look at the... Oh, this should have gone in there. Because I already have the DC one coming. I have Marvel. And I have Black Death. And I have Green Horde. You know? So if there's no difference in the actual play with just using generic characters. Okay, so... Damn it, well, it's just generic. Where's the wall? Oh, there's one piece of the wall. Because the reason I got this was because it had a different version where you had to maintain, you know, it was like a castle defense. That's another word I was looking for. As a castle defense game. That's why I got this. So if it doesn't have the castle defense thing, then I don't know if I'm going to keep it. Let's take a look at the other box. Yeah, they call them brutes now. I see it on the side of the box. Because they can't call them fatties anymore. It's so funny. All right, so I'll take a look at that. Let's see what's in the other box. Because as far as I'm concerned, this is just generic. Just a generic Zombicide game. Just themed with Japanese. All right, let's see what we got here. But again, I have no idea why they refuse to make it a campaign game with a story. It lends itself to a story, especially the Marvel and DC stuff, and even as the Black Plague, and making a boss at the end. I mean, why is that so difficult? All right, so this one has a little teeny rule book. New abominations. Frozen Fortress, which is the name of what this thing is. New necromancers. Okay. Daily spawn zombies. What the hell does that mean? Nothing. Okay. So, and then you have new abominations. I guess we'll take a look at all this. But it's like, that looks like a boss right there. But yet there's no campaign. Like that rulebook I just went through, there's no campaign there. Okay. Christina. Richard. DD. Okay. Mackie. Well, that looks like what's his face, the singer or whatever. Andrea. You got a bear character. You got Poe. What's his name? Jaiki. This looks like the dude from that video game with the claws. Marquis de Mag. Honda. This one kind of looks like a Mulan. Rebecca. And you got some more animals here. Serena Black Mantle. They should have made all the characters from Kung Fu Panda. Maybe they did. Maybe that's all in here. Because these are all animals. The names are kind of irrelevant. We got a monkey. We got a fox. Got another fox. So these are for people that like animals in their games. But again, I'm not seeing anything special here at all. I'm seeing if there's even anything here that reminds me of a movie or a video game besides that one that I just saw. But they all just look like generic animals or Japanese warriors or whatever. At least like on the last one, they used like the Terminator and shit like that. I'm not seeing anything. Wow. Color me unimpressed. Is there more? Oh, they had to put tape on every single side. Yep. Let's take out the big one. Okay. A guy riding on a thing. That's a big shield. And after just opening up Cyclades, the figures in there are amazing. I'll have to do another version now that my audio crapped out because of Google Chrome. I mean, it's decent. But again, I got Marvel DC, what's it called? Deceased coming in. And I know I'm going to like that better. Do I really need another thing? Unless there is the castle defense system here. That's the part I got to read. But again, they're all very generic Japanese animal characters. Which I guess if that's what you were looking for, then you'll definitely be happy with this. Because if you're looking to paint Japanese sculpts, these are awesome. You know, Cool Mini or Not knows how to make minis. Is like nobody can ever say otherwise. But again, I was looking for something different. And I'm just not seeing it here. Let's see what we got here. More tape. I don't remember them ever putting it on all four sides before. These ones have numbers. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. For a runner, right? So we have a different kind of runner. But it's not like the game isn't already hard. I don't know what these are. Because this almost looks like a brute, right? But yet, we have little teeny guys here too. Yeah. I don't know. She looks kind of cool. Okay, so here's, oh my God. Look at the size of that. What the hell? All right, so these go with the cards, I guess, from the other thing. I mean, the minis are cool. But again, am I gonna... Oh, we got a nice cool horse. Flame horse. We got a guy with wings. Interesting. Did I take this one out? It's almost like a Kali, but it's a male. Little samurai guy. A little Komodo dragon looking thing. Okay. That's everything. That's everything that's in all these boxes. It's mostly figures, a few cards, same thing as any Zombicide game. And yeah, I got to read the rule book and see if there's actually a tower defense version in there, and see if this is something that I'm going to keep. If not, then I will be putting it up on eBay. See if it fits back into the box. It has this weird thing on the side here that's basically keeping it from moving. Yeah, because even the last one had like Ripley, it had Wonder Woman, it had 11. You know, it had all that stuff in here. I just don't see. Oh no, it wasn't Ripley. It was one from Mad Max. You know, give me like a Pokemon, something. Unless these are anime characters I don't recognize. I don't know. Yeah, this thing on the side is not helping me. And then we have these Abomination cards here. And like the other, so what the other game did differently was that we had, you know, with Green Horde, you had the creation of the Horde. You had the trebuchet, right? So you had all that difference. There's none of that here. This thing's just pissing me off. And it says rules, but it's really just a difference of the characters. I'm going to open up the other box real quick. You know, that's the other thing they could have done. They could have made a wall to put up on the map, but we don't have any of that here either. See, the only difference it looks like is this green magic that's on the thing there. So let's check this out real quick. I just want to see something. Because I went through there's no punch board that has a wall, like a tower defense or whatever. So I just want to look through this here real quick. See, there is a wall here. It's not a 3D wall, but there is a wall. So, because that's the only thing that I would think would be different. Because there is like battling through the wall there. Let me see if the if the scenario has freeze. The freeze token disables zombie temporarily. They skip their next activation. So there's a freeze thing here. Okay. All right. So there is a battlement here. Battlement walkways. So that's new. Ruin zones. Then we go into equipment. Okay. So preparing for battle. Quest 1, sound the alarm. Quest 2. Now let me see. It doesn't say anything about like I know you level up while you're fighting in that scenario, but it would be cool if you could level up like between scenarios as well and then bring you into the next thing. I know there's like one thing, I forgot which game it was for Zombicide, where instead of getting all of your experience points during that segment, you get it a little at a time. But it would be cool if like the next scenario you drop down to half, or you just go up one level, and then the next, like the last scenario, you're like starting on red or starting at orange or whatever, and you got a storyline, and you're getting bigger equipment by the end. See, that would be kind of cool, right? And you have to, maybe it's got a branching storyline where it's jumping between scenarios. That would be kind of cool too. And you're trying to discover something which is going to bring you to different bosses. So, but it just doesn't have that. See, like I don't even see the tower defense here. Let's see. Banish the corruption. The quest succeeds as soon as all corruption tokens are removed. Noble weapons. Each objective gives a random vault weapon to a survivor who takes it. Or you can get 5. Scorched Earth. So now this one here definitely has a tower defense situation. But can they still walk up the stairs? I don't know. How do the zombies win? I guess when everybody's dead, right? The red objectives give them nothing. The quest succeeds as soon as all 3 buildings are set on fire. All right. Well, I'm going to give this one a shot for sure. Regalia. 6 survivors. It's hard playing with 6. That's the other thing. It's very hard playing solo with 6 survivors. I mean, how do you keep track of all that? So normally what I'll do is I'll play with 3, and I'll just, limit the amount of, if I have to find something inside the stack, I'll limit it. That's silly to have it for 6 characters. Secure the Imperial insignia and their defenders. Get the crown and the scepter, which is just objectives. Exit with all the guards. Any survivors may exit through the zone at the end of the turn. It's just a grab stuff and an exit, which is the same as always. Defenders of the Realm. Get the Empress to the exit zone. Now, is she an NPC or what is... I don't know. So that what was cool about Marvel was that we had the survivors there, and then we could take them or we can eat them or whatever else, and then we gain the ability of that NPC. Or if you were playing as the heroes, you were trying to save them. So I liked all that. This seems like a step backward after playing those games. I don't know. I'll give it a couple of shots. But again, it seems incredibly generic to me. So let me know what you guys think. Definitely got a lot of figures. If you're a painter, man, this would probably take you a year. White Death and Frozen Fortress. And then we have Celestials and we have Yojami Yonimbo. All right, so let me know what you guys think, and you guys excited for it? If you guys are seeing something different that I'm seeing about the play, let me know as well. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully my audio worked this time, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, bye-bye.